Hello everybody, welcome to the stream and welcome to another day in Azeroth. Happy Monday to you all. Hope everybody is doing fantastic so far today. We are in Goldshire. I think I'm going to run out and I'll do some fishing and we'll hang out for a bit. We'll let people come to the stream, get our fishing skill leveled up a little bit. Maybe we'll have some stuff to cook before we really dive in here today. Hey you Wave, Wojwoda, Wayne, Dederick, welcome to the stream, guys. Something very exciting has come into the game. We have gotten the ribbon dance buff. This is for the Fire Festival. You can go spin around the ribbon and you can accumulate an XP buff that stacks up to an hour. 10% gained experience from monsters. So any kills with the buff on are going to net you 10% additional XP, which is really nice. This was as good as XP buffs got back in the day. Like, you kind of waited for this if you had an alt planned. 10%'s a lot over the course of the whole playthrough. Although I don't know how long it's in the game. It's probably only a couple weeks. But definitely a good time to get on, especially at lower levels. Take advantage of it. J-Curve, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here with us. Chaos, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. It kind of surprises me for how long we get consistent skill ups from the first body of water that we can fish in. Kind of expected this to peter out like somewhere around 100. But it looks like I can just sit here and fish and keep getting skill ups. And part of me really wants to do that. Although we're not getting anything that we can really use for cooking. Even the Longjaw Mud Snappers are green now. We might still get some skill ups off of them. Let's possible. Brad, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Tao, and happy Monday. Welcome to the stream. Ah, yes. That's going to happen every once in a while to remind us that we have the Bonfire's Blessing. So this is really important too. And I guess I should have mentioned this in the same breath. Not only do we have the XP buff, we have Bonfire's Blessing. You have a 30% chance to inflict 120 fire damage on any melee, ranged, or spell attack. This is kind of crazy for melee, especially people with a fast weapon or a fast swing, because this has a 30% chance to proc on every single attack for 120 fire damage. That's going to be really powerful early on. Like, we're going to see mobs pop like balloons, and you're not going to know why, and it's going to be because we procced this multiple times in a row. Especially once we start dual wielding, and we have some really fast one-handers. Like, this is going to be proccing for us non-stop. It's kind of mad. If you really want to take advantage of this, you have to play a melee or somebody who attacks often, because if you're on a mage, like, you're going to get the chance every time your ice bolt goes off, but that's like a 2-second cast. It's not nearly as valuable for something like a mage as it would be for anybody dual wielding. Could you imagine a enhancement shaman with Wind Fury, and then getting a bunch of Wind Fury procs back to back, and then proccing a bunch of Bonfire's Blessing off of those attacks? Like, it could stack to insane numbers of damage. It could be absolutely crazy. We're gonna have to look and see if we get grouped with any, like, enhancement shamis, either on this character or on the hunter. We're gonna have to look and just see, like, if details can even tell us when they're proccing this, which I don't know if it can. You'd think details would be able to track this as a damage source, like, separately. That'd be good to know. Hey, the downside of the buff is it's making you feel stronger than you actually are. It's okay, just level really fast. No, don't level really fast. I guess enjoy it while it lasts, and I don't know how long it lasts. I guess knowing the end date of that could be something really important for people. Let's see. So what are we calling it? Like, Bonfire's Blessing. When does Bonfire's Blessing end? Okay, it goes until July 5. Yeah, the Midsummer Fire Festival burns until July 5. So, like, that's not a lot of time, you know? You have 2 weeks. It's a solid 2 weeks, and I would say enjoy it while it lasts. Let's see, we're at 134, that's okay for now. Perhaps we should get into other things. Let's get a weapon back on. I'm hoping it's going to make Outland a little smoother, like Outland combat in general. Might be a little bit smoother on the hunter with the buff. I don't know if my pet benefits from the buff. I don't think he would, unfortunately.
Need help?
If my pet could get the buff, that would be that'd be pretty overpowered, I guess.
Be careful. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend. King's honor, friend.
These potions, I have to send these off to my bank alt. We're gonna need a bunch of them pretty soon.
Buy and trade. Light bless you.
We are going to make a bunch of these for skill ups. That's going to get us probably pretty close to being capped out on Alchemy. I wonder if I should make a trip to Stormwind. We could trade Alchemy. I'm sure there's other things we could do. Can't think of any right now. Maybe we wait. Oh, we could do our Warrior's Defense Stance quest. What else do we have to do in Stormwind? Take a look at some of our other skills, perhaps. Oh, I want to see if they have the Slither Skin Mackerel cooking recipe off the fishing vendor in the Canal District. So we can check for that. That's 3 things. But mainly getting this train. Okay, yeah, let's go pick this herb and then let's go to Stormwind for a minute. David, good morning to you and welcome to the stream. Guitar Junkie, thanks for joining us. Exponent Poet, think of it this way. You still got the mount before you would have in vanilla. By 4 levels. So, you know, compared to classic vanilla, you still came out on top. Dave, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. And you know what? Before we leave Goldshire again, I really have to spin at the ribbon pull. We have to make sure we cap this out anytime we can. You can stack this up to an hour. It would just be a bummer to be caught out in the field and have it run out and stop getting the bonus XP. So we're gonna have to stay on top of that. David, you were in Outland yesterday and the fire proc was procking constantly. That's exactly what I want to hear. Because that's what I want to have happen on my hunter later today.
Safe travels.
I want the fire buff to kind of smooth our questing in Outland just a little bit.
Have a good one.
That would be awesome. If it just procs and procs and we just have a nice, smooth Outland journey, that would be very timely. And I would really appreciate that. Let's see, where else? We need to go to the Mage Quarter. Mage Quarter for Alchemy. And we can stop by the fishing vendor. Not what I was looking for. Slither skin mackerel. I wonder if that's a recipe we have to get from the Night Elf lands. Or if maybe somewhere in Ironforge we could get it. By the time I get that one, it's going to be a lower level recipe and I'm not even going to need it. Pretty sure that's happened to me many times.
Peace be with you. May the stars guide you.
So as soon as we start getting some Briarthorn, we can send back all of those healing pots that we sent our bank alt, and we can make a bunch of these. We could also do Fortitude now. Those don't overlap, so I can go ahead and make those. We'll see if 70 gets us any other recipes. We might as well do the one. 73.
What brings you here?
Nothing else yet. Blackmouth oil at 80, and I think I have some blackmouth oil. Somebody sent me some, and I saved some, I think, on the priest. So we should have some things to make this. And then I have the other one too, the Firefin Snapper for the fire oil. I think I have some of those on standby as well. Whenever we get to that point. Patrick, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for joining us. Arcteryx, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream.
Light be with you, for the Alliance. Go with honor, friend.
Can I help you? Have a good one. For the Alliance. What can I do for you? Greetings. Be careful. See you later.
Greetings. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
Alright, what else do we need to do? Do we want to go back to the Dwarven lands? Because we have a few breadcrumbs here. We can go back out to the Hunting Lodge. We can go to Westfall. We can go to Westbrook Garrison. Or we could go to the Dwarven lands. Maybe we should turn in Princess Must Die and do the Westbrook stuff. Then we can go back to Dunmorrow. We could finish up the eastern part of Dunmorrow and kind of lead into some of the questing in Loch Modan. And then come back here to do the other half of Elwyn, or just go into Westfall depending on what level we're at. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here that we need currently. I think we're good here. TKC, that's awesome. I hope you guys have a good time. Am I going DPS or tank? I'm gonna tank 5-mans. I'm glad everybody gets the buff together, so when you're around a bunch of people, like, it goes off on everybody all at once. I wonder how many PCs that crashed back in, like, 2005, 2006. You're in Stormwind, you're already getting, like, 20 FPS in Stormwind City. And then everybody's buff procs. And then your PC melts. Sounds like something that would have happened to my computer. Like, just make sure you're looking at the ground whenever you're in Stormwind, just to be safe. Don't look up. I think I need to go re-up my ribbon pull bonus before I do anything else. Yeah, let's go get that, and then we'll go down here, and then we'll come back over to Westbrook. Boom, boom, boom. And that way we'll have an hour on the XP bonus, and we won't have to worry about it again for a bit. It's too late to start TBC now? Question mark? Who told you that? It's never too late to start doing a thing. Why would it be too late? Who determines when it's too late? And what does it mean when it is too late? So, back when I was playing with my friend way back in the day, like, you know, he knew a lot more about the game than me. And when this buff came up, he told me that you had to run around the pole. He said this was the only way to make it keep stacking. He said, you know, in order to make this work, you have to spin around the pole like this. And so for years, this is what I did. Like, as I spun, I spun. And sometimes I'd see other people standing there and I'd go, huh, suckers. Because my friend, like, I don't know if he, like, lied to me because it was funny. He wasn't really the sort to do stuff like that. Or if he actually believed he had to do this himself. But this is what he told me had to be done. It's crazy. I did that for a decade. There we go, we're at 60. Okay. It's as high as it can go. I didn't know that I didn't have to do it that way until somebody told me on stream. Like, it was like a couple years ago. Someone finally told me, like, you know, you don't have to do that, right? Or they were like, why are you spinning? And I was like, you have to spin to get the buff. And they were like, ... No, dummy. You don't. And I was like, oh, look at that. You don't. Tanita, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
Do I want any of these? No.
Farewell.
I don't think so. Nope, mine have 5 strength. Alright, from here, let's shoot right back over to Westbrook. That little fire blast that went off just there, that was the blessing proccing. So that's what it sounds like and what it looks like. We're gonna know when it happens, basically. It's gonna be a big fireball and a big fire SFX. Karen, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. It has been a great day so far. We could probably kill Hogger on this character solo, no problem.
What can I do for you?
Especially with potions.
For the
Especially
Alliance.
with the fire buff.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
You know what we need to do? Well, we need to get a two-handed axe and a two-handed mace. And we need to get these skilled up pronto. Maybe that's something I should do in Stormwind. Yeah, I think we gotta get to the auction house and should be able to find like a cheap green. We don't need something with amazing stats. We just need something with okay DPS that we can use to skill up on. I don't want those getting too much further behind. Copper battle axe? Yeah. Yeah, we should be able to find like a copper battle axe. Something that a blacksmith put on the auction house. Anything like that will be fine. Mm-hmm. Well, there's Hogger. Alright, let's see. We will need the proc to trigger at least once, I think. Hey buddy. You want a groupie? Just go ahead and invite me? Just go ahead and invite me? No? No groupie? You can bounce up and down, man, or you can just invite me. Like, I'll invite you, but I don't feel like the burden should have been on me. I didn't need help. I'm assuming you need the mob. There you go. Cool. Well, you're welcome. I think we could have soloed it just fine. Obviously, we had a little bit of help there. The plan with jewel crafting went well. Yeah. I, you know, instead of doing something like pie in the sky, I just tried to be realistic. I know I can level up alchemy. And I know alchemy will be useful. So I just kind of went with the sure thing. There we go. Buffalo Bill, good morning to you, man. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for joining us. Drew, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, that's the proc in action. That guy just exploded. And we hit level 13. Let's go ahead and spend our talent point. Oh god. I didn't want Hogger too. I just wanted the regular guys. Well, I don't think that's right. Well then. Well then. Alright, Hogger, round 2. Oh shit, well, let's pop one of those big potions. Oh, that was not as big of a potion as I thought it was going to be. To be fair, it was a little dinky. We need this proc to go off like 7 times in a row right now. Otherwise, there's no way we get this. Okay, okay, so there might be a chance. Oh my god. Unreal. Yeah, guys, the buff is overpowered. The buff makes us kind of overpowered. Okay. What was that? Oh, yeah. Here, read that. My bonfire is burning hot, chat. Very hot. That's what's going on. It's really something. Oh, what's gonna feel bad though is when it falls off on July 6th. I'm hoping my hunter will, like, maybe my hunter will be through Outland by then, because I think it's gonna be most useful in Outland. Like, if you have a character that's in Outland and you're kind of like, ah, man, Outland. Do I really wanna? I think now is the time to tackle Outland while you have this buff. It's gonna make it a lot smoother. No matter what you're playing, it'll help, but especially if you're playing a melee class. This has a 30% chance to trigger on every hit, on every attack. So the more attacks you're doing per minute, the more this is going to benefit you. I would say play Rogue, play Warrior, play Enhancement Shaman. Because the more you hit, the more this will proc. As soon as we're dual wielding and we're swinging more often, this is going to proc a ton. Like, obviously right now with a slow weapon attack, like, it's not proccing as much. But you just wait. Eags, good morning, buddy. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for joining us today. This buff is probably causing a lot of people to start leveling up in TBC. So we're probably going to see a lot more players for a while. Both at low levels and in Outland. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot. Like, between the XP buff of it and the damage buff of it, it's pretty significant as far as how it helps you along. It's no Joyous Journey buff, that's for sure. But I think this will cause people to come to the game or come back or to level an alt or whatever. Because it's a really good time for it. But what that means is congestion, player congestion. The negative externality of a healthy player base. Congestion is very unhealthy. Not always in MMOs. In the human body, yes. In an MMORPG, not always. Heart congestion, bad. Zone congestion, good. Sod is rocking right now. Sod can rock right along without me. I had my fun in Sod. I had a really great time in Sod near the end. And, yep. I hope those people have a good time for as long as it lasts. The ribbon pole is XP buff, so you have to go to the ribbon pole, which is, it should be in most questing hubs. Most questing hubs should have a fiery pole. You click it, your character spins, and you accumulate this buff. You want to spin until it's up to an hour. It'll like stack more and more time the longer you spin. And it's just 10% bonus XP on kills. Everything you kill will give you 10% more XP while the buff is active. So it's not huge, right? But it's pretty big over the course of a couple weeks. Oh, I just walked right by him like, oh, I didn't see the guy.
For the Alliance.
Okay.
Light bless you.
Alright, we have to go back to Goldshire to turn in the Hogger quest. They do look like massive shin guards. I see what you're saying. We have some very special bracers and gloves. Or greaves and gloves, rather. We look like... It's like Blood Elf colors, right? I don't really know where these came from. But CNET gave them to me. The unadorned chain boots. And the unadorned chain gloves. I wonder if these are like a blacksmithing thing. Just because of how they kind of match. But it looks like Blood Elf stuff. I wonder if there's a set of it. Like pants and a chest piece with it.
King's honor, friend, for the Alliance. Be careful.
Speaking of pants, that's an upgrade. There we go. Okay, let's get the XP buff re-upped while we're here. Definitely worth it just to re-up it whenever you're near it, even though we're only down to 41 minutes, but... And then I think we're gonna go to Stormwind, we're gonna go to the auction house, we're gonna get a two-handed mace, a two-handed axe, so we can start skilling those up. And we're gonna head over to Dunmorrow, we're gonna finish up over there, and then we're gonna head into Loch Modan. The music that plays is also really good. But yeah, you spin here, and you let this stack all the way to 60, and then you're good to go. Until the next time you need it. And you should be able to find this basically anywhere where it's like a major quest hub, from what I remember. But yeah, it's a good time of year to level up in alt. This goes on until the 5th of July, so 2 weeks we have this. 2 weeks. It's here for a good time, not a long time. No, it just means kills. It's not trying to determine type. There is no monster type. Remember, there are humanoids, beast, dragonkin, undead, demons. No, it just means kills. It just means anything you kill. It just calls everything a monster. Notice how it's lowercase and not uppercase. And then remember, there is no monster type. There are beast, humanoids, undead, demons, and the one elementals. There's probably one more. But no, it just means any kill. All kills. It should say all kills. They could clarify it. And it should just say 10% bonus on all kills. But it doesn't. Yeah. It's everything. %100% on gnome kills. Aw, these poor gnomes. I think our gnome is going to be a gnome warlock. Oh, and one day we'll do a gnome, and I think gnome warlock or gnome rogue. Like one of those two things could work for me for a gnome, either a warlock or a rogue. I don't know anything about the gnome attack animations. Some humans are monsters. Most humans are monsters, yeah. It's true. Just selfish, greedy monsters lurking in a bag of meat. That was dire. Alright, two-handed axe, two-handed mace. Something affordable, right? We don't need it to be amazing, we just need it to be decent. Because, you know, we just need to level up with it. What level are we? We're 13, so let's look for something from level 10 to 13. Two-handed axes. Barbaric Axe of the Blah, okay. And Barbaric Axe of the Bear is only 34 silver. That's a really good price. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Let's do that one. Super affordable. Two-handed maces. A little bit less affordable here. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab the... Oh, well, what do we have here? Okay. Let's grab the level 13. That's cool. Do we want to take a look at anything else? I have a little bit of pocket money. Most of our gear is okay. But I wonder if we should just see if we can bedeck ourselves out. Oh, nope. Let's go here. See what... Oh, the prices are still pretty high. Oh, that's nice, though. I'll take one. Attack power or of the bear? I think I'll take of the bear for the stamina. I'll take of the bear here. I mean, my boots have a minor speed increase on them. As much as I'd like to keep that, I'm gonna have to ditch it eventually. Strength and spirit sounds okay. We could go straight stamina. I think I'll do strength and spirit for boots. $15 gold for the bracers. No thank you. I think I'll keep my 5 strength on the ones I have. I think that's how we're gonna do that. For some reason, bracers are really expensive. If you're a blacksmith, you should go make some low-level bracers that are green and sell them for a lot. The haste rating, though, man, like... I hate it when there's a stat that's overpowered at low levels, and then it makes you not want to get rid of it. I have to get rid of it eventually. I can't keep the haste forever, you know? Okay. I think that's good. I think we're done here. All right. Let's do the axe first. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, that is certainly a look. We look like a forest troll. Like a jungle troll outfit. This is the vibe we have going now. Alright. So with that done, I think we can get on the tram. I feel like tram could be faster than the flight point. Like maybe not. Maybe we just do the flight point and I can go get an early refill on my coffee. That actually sounds really good. This red cape is not doing it for me with the green. I need my cloak to go away for a bit. There we go. Until we get a more neutral color on the cloak. It's a Lara Croft cosplay? Oh, yeah. You know what? She does look a little bit like Lara. You're absolutely right. I played the Survivor trilogy of Tomb Raider games very recently on my Xbox. What an amazing series of games. They were all so good, and you could see how the games like improved certain features and like changed some things over time. They just got better and better. And now I'm stoked for the remake of Tomb Raider and for wherever the series goes next. Crystal Dynamics, like, they just make amazing video games.
What can I do for you?
All right, up to Ironforge we go. I'm gonna go refill my coffee, and I will be right back.
Go with honor.
Alright, just in time. Lael, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Do you guys think prices are going up in Anniversary? Manifest, you've noticed a substantial increase in prices on the Alliance side compared to the Horde side. Huh. I don't know what could cause that. Maybe like a population balance difference? Perhaps? Nothing we need to do in Ironforge, right? Besides get out of here? I think we're good. You know what though? Did I ever train level 12? No. No, I did not train level 12. And at level 12 we get overpower. So let's go train level 12. Probably because most people are just raid logging now. I mean, I don't know if you can say most people. I've seen a ton of people out while leveling at all levels. So I don't know if most people are raid logging. You can say because more people are raid logging. You could say because a lot of people are raid logging. I think saying that most people are raid logging is completely inaccurate. I don't think that's what most people are doing. Because if you want to define most WoW players don't raid. So right away, most players can't be raid logging because most WoW players don't raid weekly. But maybe more people are raid logging than they used to. That could be an actual factual statistic. But it absolutely can't be most. Usually when prices go up, it's because people have more money to spend on things. So it just could be a big population of people that have endgame characters now. They're making more and more and more money, and so they have more and more money to spend when they roll an alt and stuff like that. And so since there's more money, all the prices go up. Could be that simple. It could just be the increase of money, and when people do want to play alts, they have the gold to support those alts, and so prices naturally gravitate upwards. Alright, for Dunmorrow, I think we're heading right out to the east. We can stop by the Ambermill Ranch and we can kill that elite Yeti. And then we'll go out to the Golbalar Quarry. We have a few things to do here, and then really quickly, though, we're going to get into Loch Modan. We're going to do the intro stuff in Loch Modan. And then we'll see what level we are, and it'll probably be time to think about going to Westfall. So we can get started over that way. I could probably hit some low-level stuff on the way because we have 0 skill with axes, we have 0 skill with maces. Anything I can slap will help us. Nebcon, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I feel like maybe Druid got a lot of good changes for TBC. I really want to give it a go, but in the butt in the room of that is that I don't really want to look at a bear's butt for 200 hours. I just wish my shapeshift forms could look a little bit cooler and that I could have a little bit of customization, like in what they look like. If I could have some like customizable armor, like you know how like with Drakthir, when you make a Drakthir, you get to pick what the armor looks like, even though the armor doesn't really change a lot as you get gear, you get to design it a little bit. And if I had like a armored bear or like an armored cat, and I could color match and like change some of that armor like to different looks, then I would be a lot more inclined to play a druid, because it just gets boring staring at the same model for so long, in my opinion. When you have a character, the character changes. You put on new gear, you put on new weapons, you're constantly changing what's in your visual field. When you're playing a cat or a bear, what's in your visual field is always the same. And it's like, you can ignore that. It doesn't have to matter. You know, you could say, well, that's purely aesthetics. And I would say, well, I guess maybe I'm purely aesthetics. Maybe I'm attached to how things look, and I enjoy that. Because, yeah, I can never get into it for long. Maybe Classic Plus will get some better ways to customize druids in Classic era, because retail's got it down. Like, if you play a druid in retail, you can look all kinds of really cool ways. There's all kinds of cool forms for you to unlock and different stuff you can do. So you're all set there. We just need something kind of similar for classic druids. It doesn't have to be as flashy and robust, but I think it should be something. The feral armor would be amazing, right? And I feel like that would be easy enough to put into Classic Plus. Just some like armor attachment that we can customize in some kind of wardrobe menu. And I don't really think we should be locked into it. I think the armor stuff we should be able to change whenever we feel like it. Like a barbershop type deal.
Off with you.
Yeah, and the tree form is the worst, because then, yeah, you can't even just be a caster. If you're a healer, you have to be a tree. The tree model, man, ooh. I've always felt the tree model was like really low res and low effort, but some people like the tree model a lot. I always hated it. But my opinion doesn't matter much because I don't really like most of the shapeshift forms. But even Moonkin's better than tree, in my opinion. Stuck being a tree all day. Right, life is a tree. Like, I have this character model that I made, but I never get to see him. And then with glyphs it gets a little better, because then with glyphs you can do glyph a star form, and then at least you get to see the silhouette of your character. You still really can't make out your armor or the colors of the armor and stuff like that. But at least with glyph a star form you can see the silhouette of your character when you're a boomkin. There he is. He's just enjoying a quiet evening of solitude, overlooking the den of dwarves that he sometimes raids. Let's get him. I'm assuming we can do this because we were able to do Hogger. Oh yeah, having Overpower out on my bar would be really cool, wouldn't it? Like, man, if only I had Overpower out. Not sure where that's gonna go yet. Where do I want that to go? Kinda need it to go here. This can probably come here, this can go here. Do I like that? Not really. This can go here, this can go here. There we go. That might work.
Great to meet you. Keep your feet on the ground. Be good.
Of course, we just bought a mace, and then the first thing we get as a quest reward is a green two-handed mace. That follows. Am I going Fury? I'm leveling into Fury, yeah. And then when we hit 40, I'll probably have like a Prot build and a Fury build. But we are going to level primarily as through the Fury tree. And we're going to dual wield as soon as we can. Can I learn anything from this cooking trainer, I wonder? Does he have any unique recipes?
What can I do for you?
Why do you exist?
Keep your feet on the
He's got nothing for me. Not till 125.
What's on your mind?
We do have a vendor here. That could be useful. Okay. We don't need the mace we just got. We don't need any of the old gear that we have. Make sure I'm selling the old stuff. Absorption 10. We need the sword, we need the mace, we don't need this or this. The blacksmithing thing can go, gloves can go, the shield, this one can go. The agility one can go. So that's what we're keeping. I feel like keeping the mace could be okay for now. In case we want to circle back and keep those both skilled up. I'm going to sell these fish. By the time I get a recipe for these, they're not going to be worth skill ups for cooking anyway. Best to just get rid of them now. I have buff food I need to be eating. Okay. I think that's good.
See you soon.
You know what's weird that I noticed? I don't have the bonfire buff right now. I have the ribbon dance buff, but I don't have the bonfire buff. I thought we're just supposed to have this. There shouldn't be anything I have to do to get it. And I don't even think there should be anything I can do to disable it. But I definitely want it, like while it exists. I'm gonna log out and log back in and see if that gets me. Because, yeah, very confused why that just vanished. I don't even know when it vanished. Did it vanish when we flew in? Did it vanish when I left Ironforge? No way. Is that real? You lose the bonfire if a horde character goes and puts out the fire on your lair. It's been going on and off for you. Random, says Manifest. Mine comes and goes. Bugged or sporadic. Huh. Or there's this real reason for it that probably ought not to be a real reason. Okay, I'm just gonna keep playing the game. That's not great. It's not great that it's random. That kind of puts a kink in things. I hope it's not random when I get to Outland on my hunter later this afternoon. And, because I'm kind of relying on it to help me out a little bit out in Outland. So I hope it's less random on that tune. This character doesn't really matter. But yeah, oh boy. Fun times. The horde put out the fire, someone has to rekindle it, yeah. I don't want a group. I'm not going to be the one that rekindles it, because if they put it out, then they're probably camping the spot or something. This is not a PvP server, so I just kind of disagree wholly that they should be able to interfere with it at all. A PvE server should not be affected by that, but whatever. Well, what can we do? We'll just roll with it. It's okay. You can get the buff yourself by doing the games at the pole. Each game you complete gives you a stack of 4 things you eat to get the buff. Oh. CNET, good morning, buddy. Thanks for the info. Yeah, I saw the quest. There were quests there, I just ignored them, so... I'm not too worried about it, but if we're near one, we'll check it out and see what we would have to do. It'll probably be more important to me on the hunter. We got a rare spawn up here. Let's tag him. No green item. Just some ice-covered bracers. That was fun. And with that, we are done with both of these quests.
What can I do for you? Safe travels. How are you? Be good.
Is herbalism capped? It better not be.
Off with you.
We just trained it. No, we're at 84 out of 150. We did train it past 75. Right now, the only thing close to being capped is fishing and cooking. Both of those, we just have to buy a book on the auction house to get us from 150 to 225. So we're good for now. Does the UI still allow you to change to loot all when looting items? You can definitely turn auto loot on. Yep. Mm-hmm. I definitely have auto loot on. Mm-hmm. This is how auto loot works in Classic. Watch. Watch, I click the thing, and when the loot window comes up, I don't have to click the loot window again. That's auto loot. Same thing with mobs. You click the mob, you loot everything on the mob. The loot window pops up, everything gets automatically put into your bag. Can you portal back to Outland from the major cities? No. No, wildly you can't. And it's about 10 minutes to get from... If you're going to do it manually, and you're not going to pay a mage to port you, it's like a 10-minute journey from Orgrimmar. There is no easy way to get back besides your Hearthstone. Why, you really don't want to go back to Azeroth with your Hearthstone on cooldown. Or you could queue up for a dungeon and hope to get into a dungeon, then they could summon you, that would get you back. Otherwise, you're looking at about a 10-minute journey. Or you have to beg a mage to port you for a couple gold. Which is always unsavory. Alright, I think now we're going to go into Loch Modan. Actually, I'm going to come up here first. We'll do the Lost Pilot. Then we'll go into Loch Modan. No, area loot does not exist in Classic. There is no area loot. Area loot didn't get added until Mist of Pandaria? Was it Mist that did area loot? Or was it Draenor? I think it might have been Mist. I didn't play enough Mist Classic to remember correctly. Now, it turns out for some reason, for a long time, players were okay clicking on each body. You know, because for a long time, we weren't killing 10, 15 things at once. We were killing like 1 or 2 things at once for the longest time. And so for like for a decade, we were completely okay having to click each body to loot it. It wasn't a problem. Until it became a problem, you know? Yeah, I think it was MOP that it came into the game. Because by MOP, you're doing a lot more like solo AoE out in the open world and stuff. And so when you're killing multiple mobs at the same time on the regular, that's when you get to a point in the game where you need to have auto, like, area loot. Prior to that, doesn't really need to be a feature. Alright, two-handed axes is capped out. Let's switch over to the two-handed mace we picked up, and let's start working on maces. Seems like a great time to do it.
You got my attention.
We're gonna have to head right to town because we have only 18 minutes left on our XP buff, and once we get into Lock Modan, we're gonna have to give this a little bit more time to get anything done. What about leveling up unarmed to be ready for that nasty disarm? Well, yeah, we could think about it. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, unarmed skill is nothing. Not a bad idea. The bonfire's blessing is back, guys. It just came back. There we go. Who knows how long it'll be with us. Now that we know it's random, it's much less useful now that I know it's completely random. Random in the sense that, like, it's not going to always be with us. It's going to come and go and come and go. That's just how it is.
Talk to me. Off with you. Watch your back.
A level 40 priest tried to put out the fire in Teldrassil. It did not end well for them. Good. They earned it. I didn't realize there was so much, like, PvP competition over the bonfires. I never knew until today that was a thing, putting out the other faction's fire. Very interesting. Are there quests that drive people to do this? Or is this, like, strictly player behavior? Carlos, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. And the fire's gone again. Easy come, easy go. So that's how it's going to be, and we're probably pretty sure it's going to be that way in Outland too. If there's competition for the fires here, like at a low level, then there's going to be people out in Outland definitely doing that. So yeah, we can't count on it. I guess we'll just have to be happy with having the 10% XP buff, as that's the only surefire thing we're going to get. The drink buffs. Yeah, I gotta investigate that. Yeah. So there's a way to do it with items, and so maybe I'll have to, on the hunter especially, I'll have to look into that. We have to do some of the quest or whatever at the ribbon pull to get those. On this character, I don't mind not having it. We're already hitting like a freight train. Like occasionally hitting for harder or not hitting harder is not really going to affect me too much on this character, but on the hunter it probably will. This Outland has been hard on us, chat.
How are you? Be good. Off with you. Watch your back.
Very nice. That is level 14. What do we learn at 14? Do I have to rush back? Demoralizing shot would be amazing. Not going to rush back for it. Revenge. We won't really need that till we're tanking, and I'm not even sure if we'll be using a lot of it then, so I'm not going to rush back to train right now. We are going to continue into Lockmadown. We're going to keep putting points into Cruelty. That's done. So next rank we're going into Unbridled Wrath for more rage. Okay, fire buff is back. Now I know why they make such a big deal about showing us when we get it. You know, before I was like, why does it have to be a big graphic? What's the deal with the big graphic? Well, because you're gonna lose it, and so you want to know when you get it back. Now it all makes sense, chat. It's almost like there are reasons for things, even if we don't know what they are. I'm gonna pick up these quests, but then we're gonna go right to town. We gotta spin on the pole for a little bit, pick up everything there, and we'll start working on the lower level stuff.
What's on your mind?
So there's a fire in every zone, is how I take it. And as long as the fire is lit, you get the buff. If the fire gets put out by a member of the opposite faction, then you don't have buff until someone goes and rekindles the fire. That's how I'm understanding it. And it is zone specific, I guess.
How are you? Safe travels.
Did we hit 70 on the hunter? No. We're in Outland, though. We're like level 61? Like 61. Taking Outland nice and slow. They'll hit 70 eventually. And since I don't have any plans to raid, and since there are no heroic plus dungeons, I'm not really in a big rush to get to 70. Because at 70, I'm going to do some heroics, we're going to get some gear, and then ... I don't know. I don't have a guild. I'm not really interested in finding a Horde side guild. If I want to do raiding, it'll probably be with CNET on the Alliance side. So I'm not in a rush. I'm going to take it slow and try to find a way to enjoy Outland leveling. And I want to find a way to enjoy Outland leveling so I can level up more characters. Because, yeah, Outland leveling is a lot different than Azeroth leveling, it turns out. For me, at least. Do I plan on making a shaman soon? Soon with a capital S, yeah. I'd love to have a shaman. But there are tons of classes that I'd love to level up, you know, and there's only so much time in the day. But yeah, shaman sounds great. TBC enhancement shaman are awesome. I don't need to come over here, but I keep seeing herbs and I keep chasing herbs. And chasing herbs is obviously going to be a problem for me.
Here there.
We should probably do some alchemy while we're in town here. I see there is an alchemy trainer. So that could be really convenient. We have quite a stockpile of herbs growing. I have a bunch of potions I can send over that are in my bank alt right now, but we don't have Briarthorn, so I could get some Briarthorn on the bank alt and send it all over. That would help us. But we have orange skill ups here if we want to guarantee skill ups. Where's my quest giver? Should be an NPC pathing the road here, but there's not. What is going on? Maybe some nefarious PvP business happened here. Tywin, there's a little male human head in the Silverleaf nodes. What? I don't know. I'm having a hard time imagining that.
No, be good.
Having a hard time conceptually with that one. Inside the nodes, like... There he is. It's like the wiggling toes. Once you see it, you'll never unsee it. Oh, I don't know if I want to see it then. Shrenko, you saw that in a Reddit post.
Keep your feet on the ground.
You mean like if I look down into the Silverleaf node, you're telling me there's like a human face?
See you soon. Safe travels.
It's not okay.
See you soon.
I don't know if I want to see that, you know? But now I can't stop thinking about it. Do I want to set my Hearthstone here? We might as well. I mean, right now we're set in Goldshire. I don't think being set in Goldshire is doing us any good. I think this is fine. Yeah. Talon, you're a monster. Yeah, why would you tell us this? This is brutal knowledge that nobody wanted this knowledge. We didn't ask for this. Alright, Alchemy. Like, we could guarantee skill ups, but I wonder if we can get a bunch of skill ups off of one of the yellows. I'm gonna make these until I miss a skill up. Once I miss a skill up or it goes green, then we'll switch. Wait, did I just miss one? I might have, yeah, it's already green. Okay. Let's just guarantee the skill ups as much as we can. Yeah, that's the plan. Ban him. We gotta ban him. Don't show us these things. These unseeable things. Not all of our brains can handle the unknowable truths of Azeroth. You know, some of us will have melted brains by the end of it. What about here? What if we do these mana pots? Okay, that was a miss. Another miss. And another miss. Perfect, perfect. Let's just use the rest of the vials we have. Indy, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream and happy Monday. 83. Alright, let's pick up some more vials, then we'll go to the alchemy trainer here.
My attention.
I also have to let first aid run at some point. Let's do some first aid. Do we have a first aid trainer here? I don't think we do. No first aid trainer, unfortunately. But we can let this run for a minute. Enjoy some of the in music. This is not a TBC to vanilla difference. This is a human in to a dwarven in difference. This music should be the exact same music that it was in Classic era. This is the in Loch Modan, which hasn't changed. But the dwarven in music is different from the human in music, is different from the night elf in music. In fact, I don't even know if night elves have music. I don't know if night elves believe in music. You don't think it's the same? If you don't think it's the same, it's because you came armed with Google knowledge that I didn't have. And in that case, it's fine. I'm not going to argue it. This music was good in vanilla, and it's good in TBC. So I'm just going to enjoy it in both, I guess. Not get pulled into some argument that I don't care about. Hey, we got the fire back. For however long that lasts. Don't let me forget to spin at the ribbon pull before I head out. It's the same, yeah. I don't care, guys. I know it's the same. I don't care. I don't want to get into an argument about it. It's okay. The music was good. The music is good. Let's just enjoy the beautiful music, okay? Thank you. Alright, we'll hang on to the rest of the linen until we get heavy linen. Which I think we'll get next time we're in town. We need 40. I think we need 40. Maybe we need 50. But I'm gonna hang on to the rest anyway.
I have the finest wares in the land.
Oh, the buff. The buff's gonna be the running gag of the playthrough for 2 weeks. Okay, Alchemy Trainer is somewhere? Or maybe he's back in this building here. We have an Herbalist Trainer too.
Welcome.
We're not ready for that yet.
What's on your mind?
The Blackmouth Oil. Okay. I think I have some of this on standby. I have some of this in my mailbox, but then I think I also have some on my dwarf. So I think I'm gonna check on that really quick and maybe pop that over. But let's check what's in the mailbox. Because I had some stuff. Yeah, here we go. That's what I need. And you... Okay. And I will need you eventually. Let's see what that gets us. That gets us 10. We're gonna need this we're gonna need the blackmouth oil to make something else that we can skill up off of. I think it's like underwater breathing pots. But the more I can make now while I can still get potential skill ups, the better. So as long as this doesn't go immediately green, I'm gonna send some more over. It might go green soon though. Either way, we should make everything we can while we can get potential skill ups. Alright, let me switch over to the priest really fast and see if she has any of those to send over. $20 of them. Yeah. And I'll send over the Firefin snappers now too. Even though we don't really need them yet. If you ignite the bonfire with a blossom, you get a 1 hour buff added. I'm going to check out some of those quests they have and see what we can do to guarantee the buff. After I finish all this crafting stuff. Valnentia, welcome to the stream, buddy. Let's see if we can squeeze any skill points out of these 12 green crafts. It's like, probably not, but maybe we get 1 or 2 skill ups. We might as well burn the mats. The mats aren't going to do us any good sitting in our inventory. Now, right now we're level 14 and all of our professions are looking really good. We're pretty far ahead, I feel like, on our professions on this character. We've been spending a lot of time on all of them. Besides first aid. Like, first aid's kind of behind. First aid shouldn't be behind. I shouldn't let first aid get behind on a warrior, but right now it is the lowest of my professions. Alright, that's it for those. Those are gray. Okay. 95. 95. I wonder if we can learn anything else at 95. Let's go see. Yeah, we have Herbalism at 88, Cooking at 123, First Aid at 46, Fishing at 134. And we're doing okay with our weapon skills now, too.
Interest you on a pint?
Water breathing. Yeah, there we go. So for water breathing, we also need the Strangle Kelp, which somebody sent some of those along, so that's going to be a big help. There we go. We can make 7 of those right away. But we're going to have to find more Strangle Kelp. And I will put those out on my bar because we will want to keep a stack of those if we can. Underwater breathing pots are going to be very useful to us. I think that's good for now. With the mats that we have access to, I think this is as high as we can get this for now. Because now we need more Mage Royal and Briarthorn. We just started seeing Mage Royal, and I haven't really seen much Briarthorn yet. So I think we're, like, kind of stalled out here for now. The good thing is, I think I can probably get rid of some of my regular mana, my regular healing pots now. I don't have to hang on to these. We have a bunch reserved if we need them. I'm in CNET's guild. Yeah, CNET just got me into his guild. As he typically does when I play Alliance. Elixirs stack up to 20, but potions still only stack up to 5. That's an interesting change. Huh. Okay.
Up with you.
Alright, so weapons-wise, what do we want to be working on with weapons? Everything, like, all the two-handed stuff is looking pretty good. Lowest thing we have going on right now, one-handed swords. One-handed swords is actually the lowest. We have a decent one-handed sword. And we have a shield. Oh, wait. Oh, damn, that's not a one-hander, Robert. That just looks like a one-handed graphic. Okay, we need to get a one-handed sword soon. That's gotta be a priority. The fishing people over here, I'm gonna go see if the fishing people have any specific fishing recipes for cooking that we don't have yet. Let's go take a little look at that. It's funny, it's like you read my mind.
Great to meet you.
Alright, she has Lock, Frenzy, Delight. We know those ones already. Yeah, I mean, she's got a better fishing rod. We can buy that. We'll buy those. That's it though, just the one recipe.
Safe travels.
Everything else we already got. Alright, I gotta go back to town. I want these herbs though. Mage Royal, okay. We'll get the herbs, then we gotta go spin on the pole. Gotta get our pole spinning in. I'm hoping to one day be able to make money with Alchemy. That would be amazing. If I ever learn a way to make money in this game that I'm decent at, I'll be very happy. Alright, where is the ribbon pull for Thalsimar? Have I seen it and just not been paying attention? Maybe it's at the front of town.
How are ya? Off with you. See you soon.
Oh my god. Sorry, I was on mute there, but this is very exciting. This is a really good buff. I don't think I've ever done that to get this buff. Now we have like a fire shield. Our crit goes up, and we cause fire damage to attackers when we're hit. Which for us is amazing because everybody's hitting us. What about this guy?
See you later.
Speak to a master fire eater in any alliance capital. Okay. We'll do that. Oh, this is great. It doesn't guarantee the bonfire blessing, but having the additional buff is really nice. And we have 4 of these in the inventory now. Okay. That's 4 hours of stock, so that's good. Alright, where to now? No, I didn't get the... I gotta spin. You guys can't let me go out without spinning, okay? We gotta spin. There we go. Where's the music? We don't get any poll music? Oh man, gotta have my poll music. It's not the same without it. What's going on? It's like, sounds bugged out. That's a bummer. The music's like the best part. Oh, there it is. Very nice. Alright, let's go start killing everything in the zone. Mainly I want to focus on the lower level stuff. Which we can do all that down here. This event is bugged in retail? Oh. I mean, everything's bugged in retail. Those are all features at this point. They're not bugs, they're just features, okay? How much XP? It's a 10% bonus on kills. So everything you kill while this is up will give you 10% more XP. It's not huge, but for Classic, it's actually pretty big. Especially because with the other buff stacking, you're killing stuff a lot faster. It's a good time to grind dungeons. Maybe we'll see more tanks because of this. I doubt it, but maybe. Let's turn in our breadcrumb here and grab his follow-up. I think that takes us back to Stormwind eventually. Although I'm not going to do the level 15 one right now to go into the mine. We'll do that later. Well, I mean, we could do it now. I'm always conflicted between breaking Loch Modan in Westfall into 2 different visits or trying to tackle them in one visit.
What's on your mind?
I feel like sometimes when I split them up, I don't come back, but... Then again, there's also all the stuff to do on the eastern side of this zone. So maybe I don't have to do the level 15 stuff now. I hope I didn't... No, I didn't sell any of my quest items, did I? No. Okay, the boar meat I don't need. We need bear meat, ichor, and intestines I can't sell. Everything else we can get rid of.
Be good. Talk to me. Watch your back. Be good. Watch your back. Off with you.
Oh, we're gonna go to Westfall soon. Yeah. I'll probably just do the level 12 stuff. And then we'll go to Westfall. It's typically what I do, and it usually works out. Alright, we have all the bear meat we need. We need intestines and spider ichor. Have I played the Final Fantasy X remake? It wasn't a remake, it was an HD remaster. You gotta be careful with the word remake. An HD remaster does not a remake make. Final Fantasy VII was a remake. Final Fantasy X was an HD remaster. No, I played the original back when it came out. I never went back and played the remaster. Oop, I don't want to go to that mine yet. Let's not do that. Yeah, I feel like they must have increased the drop rate for all those items in TBC. Otherwise, I just got really lucky, which, you know, I guess that's possible, but yeah. It seems like they might have just increased the drop rate on those. Usually you struggle with one of them. You know, there's always one that you just don't get. It doesn't drop no matter how many you kill. And then that becomes a bit of a grind that can give you quite a bit of XP, actually. Didn't happen this time. Well, that's one way to clear out the vermin. Yeah, this was a slaughter. They didn't stand a chance. But they're rat people, and so I don't feel bad for them. Let's just say their candle was sufficiently snuffed. There's an achievement in retail for infiltrating the other faction's campfire. Yeah. I mean, that could be why, like... But also, it's like, well, if you get to grief the other faction even just a little bit, for some people that makes it worth it, you know? Like, if I can do something that can take away from the other faction, then, like, for some people that's, like, PvP fulfillment. But yeah, someone should tell them there are no achievements in Classic right now. Ooh, uh-oh. Does the flower buff count as a battle elixir? Or what? Uh-oh. I put up an elixir, and I lost my Burning Blossom buff. Huh. Weird. It doesn't say it counts as an elixir? And I guess I can only use that item at the fire. So we'll have to go back. I probably shouldn't have pulled this. Without that buff was doing quite a bit of damage because it was like an AoE. It was an AoE damage basically with all of them hitting me. You can't do that kind of shit without the buff. It doesn't work. Okay, we need the buff. This might have been a mistake, yeah. Oh, I made a terrible mistake. It worked the one time because every time they hit me, they were taking damage because of the bonfire buff. But now that I don't have the bonfire buff, they're not taking damage. So that trick isn't going to work that way. Now we lost every buff. All of the buffs are now gone. So now we have to go back to town. So we don't want to die. It's nice to have fun, but we don't really want to die because we don't want to lose all of our cool buffs. I am going to try something though. I'm gonna put these up prior to doing the bonfire thing. And then we'll see if when we pop the blossom, does it override one of our elixirs? Because I swear I put up the elixir and the bonfire buff, the burning blossom thing vanished. Like, I don't know if that's working as intended or what. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's overriding my battle elixir. And it doesn't say it will. But it certainly should say that. I shouldn't have had to find that out the hard way. That's a bummer. Preston, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. It's a battle elixir. Well, it's not a battle elixir. It's a burning blossom. It's a flower that you use at a bonfire, which makes it completely different than an elixir. So I would never think, without text right here, without text in the green, I would never think, huh, this must be a battle elixir. This flower that I can only activate at a fire, it must be a battle elixir. Well, I know it counts as one now. I mean, I just figured that all out. I just figured all that out for myself. You know, so obviously I know that it counts as one, but it doesn't mean that it is one. But yeah, I figured it out the hard way, thanks. Tell me something else obvious. I'm ready for it. Ooh, get out of here. Get away from my fire. It's one of these people that keep putting out the fire, right? Level 70 druid.
Well met. Keep your feet on the ground. How are you? See you soon. Hello. Keep your feet on the ground.
All right, back into the fray we go. I won't pull as many though. That was a really big pull, and I got a little bit overexcited. Try not to let it happen again. I see that there's obviously a behavior, though, of, you know, somebody on the other faction hangs out and they intentionally keep putting out the fire. Like, that's a behavior. I think that's more griefing than actually engaging with PvP elements. It just feels like griefing. There should be a cooldown. So here's an idea. When somebody bothers to reactivate the fire, it should be safe for a half hour. For a half hour, nobody should be able to put it out. And that would end this kind of like silly form of griefing that people are doing with the buff. Because every once in a while is PvP, but when you're camping it out, then, you know, it's just griefing. And so there should be a cooldown on how often it can be put out after a player reignites it. And that would stop all this nonsense. However, on a PvP server, I'd say it should be free game all the time. On a PvP server, it should be free game all the time. People should be able to stand there, camp it, fight over it, die over it, whatever. On a PvE realm, it needs to be on a cooldown. Like, it shouldn't be able to be put out every time it gets lit. Not on a PvE realm. That's just kind of silly design. It's worse than Outland. Oh, good. As if Outland needed things to make it worse. Perfect. We'll worry about that later. It pops on and off every 10 to 15 seconds. It's the sound that gets annoying. Oh, great. That's awesome. Yeah, just mute your SFX. Now you get no sounds. Perfect. Okay, well, I'll get to experience all that loveliness later this afternoon when we jump on the Hunter. Nice to have a little bit of forewarning about it, I guess. Forewarning or foreboding? Hmm. Maybe if players are very vocal in the right places about how annoying it is, maybe Blizzard will make a change. Is there a big chance this happens? No, there's not a big chance, but it could happen if people really, if it really is annoying in Outland and it's really like just egregious, then maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll do something to make it less annoying. That could just be getting rid of the sound effect and the graphic. Get rid of the whole thing. I don't want the graphic. If it's gonna come and go, get rid of all of it. Just get rid of the sound effect and get rid of the graphic for it. I'll just look down. If I see it down here, I see it in my buff list. If not, I don't care. Because yeah, something popping on and off and on and off every like few minutes could get really annoying really fast. And there's the blessing. Let's see how long we have it. We'll probably have it only for moments. Because if there's still someone camped out there, then they're going to destroy it right away. Maybe I can do this pull before we lose the buff. Not bad. That would take Blizzard caring about their player base? No! Are you insinuating they don't care about us? That doesn't sound right. Alright, we are done with all these quests. We're gonna go turn these in, and then we're gonna head back to the human lands, I think. I think we'll be ready to go to Westfall and start doing some stuff over that way. When will I dungeon? I don't know. Whenever we can. So probably not for a little while yet. I mean, it's tough to speculate on what they care about and what they don't care about, since we can't really get inside their heads to know. I will say there are many more retail developers and many more retail players than there are classic developers or classic players. And so if it seems like they do more for retail, well, they do. They do more for retail. Retail makes them all of their money. And there are more developers working on retail, so changes can happen, and there are more players playing retail, so when there's a problem, there's more of a voice. But less people play classic, and there's less developers on the team because of that, so whether it indicates what they care or don't care about, I don't know. Maybe. What server is this? This is Thunderstrike EU. Mm-hmm. Monica, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today.
What can I do for you?
Is the server population healthy? Yeah, we're on mega servers now, so there aren't like a bunch of servers to choose from or anything like that. There's the one PvE server, one server to rule them all. And that makes for a very healthy population because then everybody is playing in the same place. And for PvP, there's one massive PvEP server. So no matter where you're playing, there's gonna be lots of people.
Safe travels. No.
Alright, I'm gonna put us on a flight back to Stormwind. When we're in Stormwind, I want to do first aid. We gotta get heavy linen bandage and get going on that. I think we probably want to train... Yeah, we could train level 14, get Demoralizing Shout. That would be useful. And then after that, we're going to head into Westfall, and we're going to start doing some questing in Westfall. While we're in flight, I'm going to go AFK and get some more coffee. Maybe grab a quick snack. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Alright, we said one-handed swords was really low, right? And we don't have a one-handed sword. Let's stop by the auction house and we'll pick up a one-hander. And what kind of shield do we got? Do we need a replacement shield? Yeah, we could use a better shield. Let's grab a better shield. Let's grab a one-handed sword so that we can get that leveled up a bit. Yeah, we might as well use this one. I mean, it doesn't really have great stats, but for just leveling up, it could be good. Or we could just take the attack power. Let's just take the attack power. Sounds okay. And then let's grab a shield. Preferably anything without intellect on it would be okay. Stamina, spirit. Agility, defense rating. Okay. How about of the boar? Take that one. Sometimes you can get stuff cheap. Sometimes, though, you'll find of the bear pieces that are very expensive. Also, for some reason, bracers. Good bracers at low level are, for some reason, very expensive. No idea why. There must be a lack of good bracers in the game that are BOE. Or something. I don't know. Well, let's pop those on. We can go ahead and we'll sell the old shield. We got a little bit of YouTube lag happening. Hopefully that sorts itself out, but you guys might be experiencing some of that. Fun times.
Well met.
Wool bandage is 80. Okay, so we're not there yet, but we're close. Let's grab this guy's quest. I always forget about him, and then we're doing Westfall stuff, and I don't have his quest. So, since it's available, I'm going to grab that now. I think we have a breadcrumb that goes to the Dwarven District, and then we'll sweep down for warrior training.
What's on your mind? See you soon. Keep your feet on the ground. You got my attention. Off with you.
Shane, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining us today. Am I gonna Fury tank? Absolutely. Yep. For as long as we can. Which will be like through Zul'Farrak, I should be able to Fury tank. I did a little bit of Fury taking back in vanilla on a North American realm. We did some ZF Fury tanking on that character in a recorded series, and I remember that being really fun. More fun than trying to do it the traditional way. Which really wasn't working for most groups. But you know, at 40 we'll also have dual spec, so we can maybe play around with a more prot specific version of it. Or we can just stay pure Fury, we can kind of do whatever we want at that point.
King's honor, friend.
Let's see. Demoralizing Shout and Revenge. Alright, Demoralizing Shout. Where am I going to put you? I think I probably got to take auto attack off. Move everything down. Something like that could be good. Let's try that. We got the animation started to give us the buff, but it didn't give us the buff. The animation went off. And it was like in that exact moment somebody put the fire out, and then we never got the buff. That's actually really funny. Alright, I think we're done here. Right, we did everything we wanted to do. We trained first aid, we picked up a one-hander on the auction house, we trained warrior skills. The only thing close to capping out is fishing, and fishing just needs a book. Cooking, same thing with cooking. Like, that's relatively close to capping, but it's a little ways off and we need a book for that. Pick those up on the auction house. But I don't think we have to do that right now. I don't think we can even use the items until we hit 125. Fishing, we could probably use that right away. Let's just grab them. I'll just grab them, because if I don't, you know, maybe we end up out in the field away from a city, and like I just don't, I'm capped out or something, you know? Experts cookbook. There we go. Okay. It's done. Yeah, we're heading to Westfall. Eventually we're headed to Westfall. Oh, I gotta go do this though. I don't know what we get for doing this quest. The playing with fire quest. But let's go turn it in and see. Oh, also, while there's a cook fire, let's go ahead and do this. If we get this to 125, then I can use the cookbook and I can get that out of my inventory. If we can get 2 skill ups off of 10 green crafts. Which I don't know if we can. Maybe not. Not a single skill up? Oh, that'd be really, really bad. Oh my god, this should be gray. Oh my god, oh thank god we got 1 skill up. Oof, okay.
Hey there. See you around. See you later. Have a good one.
Win the torch game. Then speak with the Master Fire Eater. How does one... Oh, I see. At least I think I see. No, I don't see. I thought I saw. Okay. Yeah, I'm good on that. Let's re-up our spinning buff. Well, I think I'm good on whatever this is. I don't know, I couldn't... I did what I thought it was supposed to do, but then it didn't do. Throw the torch and catch it. I refuse. Yeah, I refuse to do that. It's okay. It looks like they're just giving me more flowers. I already have flowers. So, like, if I run out of flowers, maybe I'll worry about that, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. It seemed kind of annoying. I tried throwing it at the highlighted brick. I'll try one more time, but I'm not going to keep beating my head against it.
You need something?
I don't really need more of these items right now.
For the Alliance.
I tried throwing it at the targeted thing. That didn't seem to do anything. Let's try again. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think this is it. It's not giving me any kind of credit. No. No. No, I don't care how it works. It's fine. We don't need it. Don't need it. Not interested. Moving on. There's level 15. Alright, we are going to start putting points into Unbridled Wrath. This will give us a chance to generate additional rage when we deal melee damage. Is it my imagination, or do we pick up the Deed of Westfall a long time ago? I could have swore... Maybe not. I have a weird memory that we got the Deed of Westfall the other day on this character, and I don't see it in my inventory, though. So maybe that never happened. Or maybe I already took the quest. Aha. I already used the item, took the quest, and the quest is gray. I definitely could have come over here and turned that in much earlier when we were out here doing the Westbrook stuff. Oh well. Okay, so Westfall has a Bonfire's Blessing. Let's see how long that lasts.
Hey there. See you later.
We still got 470 XP out of it. For free XP, that's not bad.
Have a good one. See you around.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Bruiseweed. Oh, can I even pick Bruiseweed yet? I don't know. Bruiseweed might be higher than I can manage. Yeah, we can't get that yet. What level do I have to have my Herbalism at to get Bruiseweed? Is it 90? 150? Could it be? Let's find out. Bruiseweed requires 100. We are at 94, so we're pretty close. We need to find some Briarthorn and some Mage Royal. And if we can find some Briarthorn and Mage Royal, getting those skill ups should be pretty easy. We got Silverleaf out in the distance. We need less Silverleaf, but we might be able to get skill ups off that still. Could be a chance. Oh, and there's oats here. Oh, that's really nice. There's 2 bags of oats here. That's really strong. It's hard to find these, typically. Westfall has such a nice vibe. It definitely does. Especially though, if you can come there at this time of day, around sunset, like late afternoon sunset, that's the best vibe for Westfall. Nighttime is pretty good too. But at this time of day, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like an hour or 2 before the sun goes down. What are we at? We're at 8 o'clock server time. By like 9:30 server time, it'll be completely dark. But this is like the golden hour. It's one of my favorite things about playing on the EU realms is that I get to play in the zones during like the late afternoon, into sunset, into evening. Whereas when I play on the US realms, it's all daytime. Daytime, skybox, all the way. It's nice to have a variety. A lot of Bruiseweed around here that we can't pick. That's disappointing. Steven, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. I am doing fantastic. Oh, that's right. These things have a big aggro radius. Very big aggro radius. They hate us. And they can't bleed, I don't think. I have to remember not to press rend on these guys. Just wasting rage. Let's grab the pocket watch. Looks like somebody's killed the name guy that was in here. Item is already being used. Oh, that's great. Fun times. Let's go ahead and let them take care of this guy. It's funny that he's aggroed me very hard, but you'll notice I haven't hit him at all. So it's kind of crazy that even though he was down to half HP and I hadn't hit him, that he was like aggroed on us. I guess he just really didn't like the look of us. We have to find 2 more handfuls of oats on the way back. And then we could turn both of these in. And then we don't have to run up to the Furballs later on. If we can find the oats. Which is sometimes a big if. Here we go. If we can grab that, then we should be good. Perfect.
How are you? See you later. Have a good one.
How are you? Safe travels. See you later.
I play on EU so I can play during prime time. I want to play when the people are playing. When I play on US during the day, like there's some people playing, but There's not as many. And a lot of the people that play on the North America realms during the day are busy with other stuff, but they're still trying to play WoW. And that doesn't always make for great group experiences.
Greetings.
That's what I found out.
For the Alliance.
No, I want to play on the realm when people are in prime time. I want to play on the realm where people are done with their workday. They're not in a 5-man trying to balance work and their baby and tanking the dungeon at the same time. They're in their downtime and they're just focused on playing the game and having a good time.
See you around.
Those are the reasons why I play on EU.
Be careful. Have a good one. Safe travels.
Light be with you.
Oh my god, look at all that junk. 8-slot bag I don't need. Oh, that's an 8-slot now? I swear this used to be a 4-slot bag. Did they buff this? Did they buff the bag? I'm just remembering incorrectly. Some of these parts I need, right?
Bless you.
Yeah, I need the okra, I need the snouts, I need the vulture meat. I don't need, like, intestines or anything else. I need livers.
Careful.
Yeah, we need... Okay. Yep, that's all we can sell. And then what am I at for one-handed swords? 64 out of 75. So that's good. Normally people would prefer less people. I don't think that's true. But you know, a lot of people are often in a hurry. And I'm not. And less people is fine while you're questing. But then as soon as you try to do 5-man content, less people is very bad. I don't think there's anybody who would want less people. I think there's people who, you know, sometimes it gets annoying when you can't get any mobs. Sometimes it's bothersome when you can't get any quest objectives. But I don't think there's anybody that would say, yes, I would like less people to play this MMORPG that I play. I just really need a bunch of people to quit the game and never come back. I don't think a lot of people actually feel that way. It could be beneficial to questing sometimes when there's not a high server population, but as soon as you start doing group content, or you look around the world one day and no one's around, like, nobody wants less people.
Be careful.
Greetings. See you around.
Hey there. Have a good one. Good day to you.
Flask of oil I need. I'm going to hang on to these. We need 5 of them for later. Eggs can go, bread can go. I don't need 2 stacks of bandages. I'm going to sell the old bandages too. I think that's pretty clean.
Safe travels.
Larry, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining us today.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Need help? For the Alliance.
Light be with you. Be careful.
The summer festival is going. Mm-hmm. Yep. We got some power buffs. We have a 10% experience on kills buff. It's a good time to level up an alt. Especially a good time to level up a melee alt. The buffs do tend to prefer melee. I would say both of the buffs prefer melee. This is a chance on hit fire damage. This one gives you a fire shield that when people hit you it does damage. I think both of these buffs prefer melee. They'd be useful on any class, but the melee is going to make the best of them. Look at those hunter skills paying off. All right, I feel like we're off to a really great start in Westfall. I'm super happy with our progress. It seems like in Westfall, we keep the bonfire buff a little bit more of the time. Obviously, we don't have it right now. But the other buffs are coming in clutch. So yeah, this has been really great. Guys, I got to take a lunch though. I'm going to go to lunch. After that, I plan to play the Hunter. That stream is already scheduled. So if you would like to join me in Outland, I would love to see you guys there.
See you around.
If not, I'll be back on this character tomorrow morning. So during the week from now on, I do plan to split the streams, which is not the same as crossing the streams. You never want to cross the streams, but sometimes you want to split the streams. So we're going to be doing a little bit on the Warrior each day and a little bit on the Hunter, kind of keep things fresh on both sides of the coin. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm going to go eat. Thank you guys again for being here and for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.